Tomorrow evening at 8 PM UK time, we have the opportunity to make an early season statement by lifting the Super Cup against our opponents in Villarreal. Now, of course, the squad have arrived in Belfast for the massive final game, and as you guys can see on screen beside me, the 24-man official squad has been released. So, initial fears of players like maybe Chalobah and Loftus-Cheek not being part of the squad, you guys don't have to worry anymore. They will be involved in the game tomorrow. When it comes to the Super Cup though, this has been a tournament that has brought a ton of grief. We've been in 4 different Super Cup finals, and yes, I know I'm saying 4. Everyone forgets the first one we won against Real Madrid, where courtesy of a goal from Gus Poyet, we beat them 1-0 to win the Super Cup in 1998. Our second appearance though came against Atletico Madrid, led by one of the best strikers in the world at the time in Radamel Falcao. Now Falcao absolutely humbled us. For me, scored one of the greatest hat-tricks I've personally seen scored against us. And in the end, we got a Gary Cahill consolation goal right in the end, but we lost the final 4-1 deservedly against a much better team in Atletico. Now, not long after that defeat, we had another opportunity to restore some pride and finally win this trophy again when we came up against Bayern Munich. Now, this game was a great game. It was a spectacle, exciting moments. Of course, Fernando Torres with the excellent goal at the start. Bayern equalised from Ribery. Eden Hazard, who was terrorising Lahm down that left-hand side, makes it 2-1. And you're thinking, this is it, we've won it. We are literally a few seconds away from securing this, only for Javi Martinez right in the end, literally in the final seconds of that game, to equalise, to bring that game to penalties. The rest is history, you guys. We lost it 5-4, and the final decisive penalty fell down to Lukaku. Anyway, we found ourselves in this tournament again when we came up against Liverpool in the 1920 season. This was Frank Lampard's first season, and in that game, we showed a ton of heart. We played a great game. We took the game to Liverpool, and we were extremely unlucky not to win the game in normal time due to offside decisions working against our favour. As per though, that game goes all the way to extra time, and we lose everything on penalties again. So far, we have lost 3 Super Cup finals in a row. Tomorrow night, this cannot happen again. Our opponents in Villarreal are going to cause us issues. They are a team that has discipline, that works hard, that fights for each other too. And in that sense, they are like the perfect team to play against to kickstart what's going to be a very tough and exciting Premier League season. Can Tuchel continue our excellence, our dominance in Europe against Villarreal? If there was one man to believe in, it would be him. And in today's match preview, guys, I'm going to break down Villarreal. I'm going to break down who I think will be the starting 11 in the predicted lineup segment. And to end things, I will give my match prediction as well. So I hope you guys do enjoy. If you're excited, if you're confident, if you want us to win this trophy for Lukaku, who will be attending the game tomorrow night, then you guys please smash the hell out of this like button for good luck. I need to get over 4,000 likes for today's video. And before we get into anything, I need to get one quick plug out of the way first. Now, before we get into anything, I want to give a massive shout out to OneFootball for sponsoring Blue Lions TV. With the new season approaching us very, very soon, you guys, OneFootball wants to show some love. And currently they have an amazing prize giveaway for one of you lucky guys to have the chance to win it. Now, what exactly do you win? Not only do you have the opportunity to win the football jersey and kit of your choosing, you will also get some free OneFootball merchandise and a pre-order copy of FIFA 22. I'm telling you guys, OneFootball has you ready for the new Premier League season, and all you have to do to participate in this competition is follow what I do on screen. To have the chance to win, you guys, all you have to do is go straight to the description and click on the competition landing link. Once you do that, it will take you to this screen, and as you see, if you have not downloaded the OneFootball app, make sure you download it from the link provided in the competition landing page. And of course, if you already have OneFootball, fill out your details, and then of course, give your predictions as well. Now I'm going to show you guys my predictions. Brentford versus Arsenal, I'm going to go for a draw. For Man United versus Leeds, with the money United have spent this summer, it has to be a Man United win. Arsenal versus Palace, I am going for a win. I'm backing my team all day, you guys. Palace are a good team, they'll give us threat, but we're too strong for them. And for the final 2 results, a Liverpool win and a Man City win as well. Click on terms and conditions, submit, and that's it, you guys. You have entered the chance to win this amazing prize giveaway. As I said, a massive thank you and shout out to OneFootball for providing this competition for you guys. Get involved, you'll find all the links in the description, click on them and have your chance to win this amazing prize giveaway. So right now, let's discuss our opponents in tomorrow's game in Villarreal. In my opinion, they deservedly beat Manchester United. I thought that in normal time they were resolute, defensively strong, compact, and of course they pushed men forward on the counter-attack too. They didn't just sit back and take everything. And of course, the penalty shootout, we're not going to forget that one of the worst ones we've seen for a while. But in the end, the deserved team got the win. Now, ever since Unai Emery has returned back to Spain, managing Villarreal, it seems like his stock has been restored again. Whilst he was the manager at Arsenal, in my opinion, he was disrespected way too much. And to be fair, who has the last laugh now, ever since he left them? Unai Emery has set Villarreal up in a 4-2-2. Up front, they used João Moreno alongside Bacca. Now for me, I do see a little bit of Atletico Madrid in this current Villarreal team. And that's due to their 4-4-2 setup. I mean, with their midfield and their defence, they're not too far apart with their distances. Off the ball, they defend very compact. They keep their shape. They're very central. They allow opponents to have the ball out wide. And by doing this, it means that when the opponents have to come inside or come in field, can protect their core and outman many threats that they could face. Villarreal look to play direct to their strikers in Moreno, in Bacca and other forwards they possess. These are strikers that are comfortable receiving out wide, making runs out wide as well. And it's no surprise that when they do attack, their 4-4-2 can turn into a 4-3-3. Their forwards have the ability to make something out of nothing, and with Villarreal, on top of all of this, they have that grit, that determination, that tenacity. They're fighters. They will go in hard for tackles, and that is one thing that we have to be wary of, because the last thing I want is for any of our players to get injured in this game tomorrow night. Now, I'm really gassed on Villarreal, aren't I? I want to give you guys a fair expectation of our opponents and what to expect from them. However, it does seem like fortune is on our side. Villarreal have many injuries right now, and many of their key star players won't be playing in tomorrow's game. Danny Pereira, for example, a midfield player so important for, playing those balls over the top, in behind, and just, playing directly to Villarreal's forwards. He is touch and go, and he may not play in tomorrow's game. You look at other players like Coquelin, Capoue, and many more, well, they are out of the squads due to a recent COVID flare that infected the team. And on top of this too, you guys, players like Pau Torres, he was with the Spanish Olympics team, he won't be part of the squad tomorrow, and Chukwueze is also out injured. So even though this is a very weak Villarreal team, we still have to concentrate and get this job done. We've lost the Super Cup way too many times, we've taken way too many L's here. We need to get the W, you guys. So, of course, right now, I want to end things by just focusing on their key player for me, who is João Moreno. And now, for me, one of the most underrated forwards in Europe. He can do kind of everything. He can play out wide. He can play centrally. He can play off of someone too. He has a great left foot, but also he is deceptively good with his right foot too. He has this kind of customary skill he has, but he likes to chop inside to his weaker foot, and he has a very good success rate when he takes shots from his right foot. For me, he's one of those guys that can create something out from nothing. He'll provide that counter-attacking threat. He will provide the quality in the final third too. So if we can limit his danger and limit his threat, which I have all the confidence in the world from our world-class back three, then I feel that we can dramatically reduce the threat from Villarreal. So right now, you guys, that was a brief overview of what to expect from tomorrow's night opponents. Right now, we move on to the predicted lineup part for today's video. And with this lineup, finally, I can use a different formation. Gone is the 3-4-2-1. I think in tomorrow's game, we are going to be seeing a 3-4-1-2. We've seen Tuchel use this formation throughout the entire preseason. And due to this, my team has Werner and Kai Havertz up front together. Behind them, I've gone for Hakim Ziyech, who's been our best player this pre-season and has looked transformed playing in behind two mobile forwards. In midfield, I've gone for Kante and Jorginho, our best midfield too. Wing-back positions, Marcos Alonso and Callum Hudson-Odoi. I don't think that Reece James and Mount and the other guys that joined up late are fully there just yet. I'd imagine that they're preparing for the first game against Crystal Palace. Moving on to the defence, you guys, I've gone for Rudiger in that team. I've gone for Azpilicueta, and I have gone for Kurt Zouma as well. Zouma, we'd imagine that he will be leaving in this current window, but he is still useful. We have defenders right now who aren't fully matched fit at this point in time, and for me, Zuma has been decent this preseason as he normally tends to be. So this is the team I see, of course, with Mendy completing this entire lineup, and I feel like we could see a similar lineup like this that could start our first Premier League game against Crystal Palace. For me, I want to see Hakim Ziyech. I feel like he's been one of the most exciting players throughout this preseason, and just, having the freedom now to decide where to receive. He can receive much deeper now. He can roam between the lines. He can move to the half spaces. He can be on the left-hand side or the right-hand side. And, by playing him behind, one thing this brings to is that space for Ziyech to show what he's really about when it comes to his shooting technique. I mean, the guy's been scoring for fun during this preseason, and I imagine him to be on the score sheet again in the game tomorrow. So seeing how he's going to link up with the fours will be very, very exciting. And another player to watch out for too is Callum Hudson-Odoi. Quietly had a very good preseason too. I don't really like him playing as a wing-back. I feel this really, really limits many other great things he can provide to this team. But again, as long as we keep using a back three setup, it does mean that we do use one less attacking player. So, Hudson-Odoi and Reece James seems like that is going to be the wing-back pairing for this season. We'll see how that goes, you guys. But when I look at this team, and I look at Villarreal, it feels like we're just too strong. And I feel like we can get the result against Villarreal tomorrow. So right now, I'm going to end things by giving my match prediction for the game tomorrow. And I've gone for a 2-0 prediction. Now, if Lukaku magically is able to play in the game, you guys can boost this up to 3-0, because I know for sure he'll be getting on that score sheet. But the reality is, it seems like there wasn't enough time to be able to get this done, and I don't see him playing at all. Of course though, even though we create many good chances, we're not consistently taking advantage of them. Our accuracy, our clinical finishing isn't always there at times, so I do feel like 2-0 is a fair result. With the system, especially as we've seen in Europe, it's been masterful at limiting the threat of opponents. I think that in particular, Villarreal, the counter-attacking threat won't be as strong now due to so many injuries, and with our ability to snuff out opposition teams' counter-attacks, I really feel like we can really limit Villarreal and really control the game in their final thirds. I mean, of course, La Liga teams, they know how to play football, they know how to ball, you have to always respect them and still be focused in your games. But with the football we're playing, the relationships we're seeing in the players, and the improvements too that we're seeing in everyone, I just think that will be way too strong for Villarreal to be able to handle us. So, of course, you guys, my goal scorers, I've gone for Ziyech and I've gone for Kai Havertz too. Kai Havertz in finals, man, we know that he steps up and he does his thing. So, on that note, I'm going to wrap things up and I'm going to keep things moving. Thank you guys for watching. Of course, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a watch along for the Super Cup final. So make sure you guys are watching it with me, or you got me in the background as you're watching the game on TV. And on that note, I'm going to wrap things up and keep things moving. I'm Nini FC, this is Blue Lions TV. I'll catch you guys later with some more videos. Cool.